Hey, how's it going? So, this is a little bit of a continuation from yesterday's video about how I really feel like this is the new beginning. And I guess I feel even more strongly now that we are a couple of days into it. And it hit me during a meditation that I just did that right now is going to appear to some people like it's an ending. As things get more and more and more and more intense on the world stage, for those who haven't done the inner work over the last 5 to 10 plus years, it's going to look perhaps very frightening. It's going to look like perhaps the world is ending. 17 on the clock. And so what's interesting about that is the ending and the beginning are one and the same. Because for those of us who have done the inner work, we know that this is actually the new beginning. So they're the same. The beginning and the end. The end and the beginning are one and the same. And what's interesting about that is there was a perceived period of time that I went through, 17 on the clock again, over the last, let's say, 5 years, fighting this very intense spiritual war. That's what we have been in, a spiritual war. And I'm one of the ones who fought it. And it was really, really hard and really painful and really, really freaking amazing. I would have to do a separate multiple hours and hours and hours of videos of what I and millions throughout the world went through. So I won't get too far into that now. But what we were literally doing is holding the truth that we were hearing while everyone else around us was asleep, having absolutely no clue that anything as far as a change to the world was occurring. And what I've been waiting for, even though there was no real difference between then and now, time-wise, because time is the greatest illusion of all. But I remember hearing along the way that Patriot, just keep going. Anon, soldier, just keep going. You will be needed at this time, or you will be needed at the end. When the world is collapsing and no one has a fucking clue as to what's going on, you will be the light to tell them the truth. And what I'm here to tell you now is we are at that time. And I know I'm going slow on this video, so I appreciate your patience, but it's a big thing to get out. And I have had so many distractions, 17 again there. I have had so many distractions, including that dog barking and some other stupid stuff, as I was trying to prepare to get this message out. We are at that time. Where things are going to start looking really freaking crazy. And what I'm here to tell you right now is the crazier they get, the more you should celebrate, because it just means we are here. We are birthing a new earth, a new beginning for all of humanity. And it is going to be fucking amazing. What is coming is going to be amazing. And it's almost hard to believe that I'm saying this, because, I had this sort of like a spiritual guide that I talked to for a very long time. And he was a great man, a great, 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 great man. And I was able to speak to him through all of the ups and downs of my life. I've been through a lot of pain. 710 on the clock, mirror that, that's a 17. I have been through a lot of pain. 17 again. I've had a very difficult life. And I recognize or understand now that there was a reason for that, and it was for this moment that we're at right now. I was tasked with breaking generational curses, lots of them, and transmuting a shitload of brainwashing within my family lineage that was put onto me. And I completely dismantled it all and broke completely free of it. Like, I am so awake right now, and it's so awesome. But you look back and you see just how deep the brainwashing of humanity really was. And it's crazy how deep it was. But I remember one conversation speaking to this man, and his name was Tom. Unfortunately, he passed away in October of this last year, which really sucked, because he would probably love seeing what's about to happen. And I know he's floating around probably right here, right now. But that's okay. I remember him saying to me once, I see you on a stage teaching people how to live again. And I knew he was right, but that was many years ago. That was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And what we just went through, or what I just went through as this digital soldier for Q. Q is the aspect or part of the military that has actually been going around the world cleaning up a cabal that controlled Earth for a very long time. And they are freeing humanity and have freed humanity. But we were the ones who fought the spiritual battle. And so we are all going to now have to learn to live again, right? Because think about it. If the control structure is gone and your life isn't controlled by the same things and energies that controlled your life 17 again for your whole life, then there's going to have to be a newness to how we approach life. There's going to have to be a new outlook on how we approach life in order to fit in. I don't like that word. In order to thrive and just be in this new world. And all of those answers are actually inside of you already. So you chose to live on this planet during this time and to wake up during this time because 11/11 you have a soul contract stating that you get to have abundance of all kinds, and that will be up to you. But there is going to be inner work that needs to be done, and you're already doing it. I know you are, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. And it's just really cool to see that the world has split. The energy of the world, it's like we are living in two different worlds, both on this earth plane at the same time from an energetic perspective, because everything is energy. There isn't anything that's not energy. And it's just really awesome and such a relief to be able to say that this time period that I've been waiting for so many years is finally here. I remember looking back and hearing from this other guy that I followed and listened to a lot, stating just keep going, you are going to be needed at the end. And I just can tell you we're at that end. Otherwise, I also wouldn't be on this platform building this. And I'm just really excited to share what I've learned, and it's an honor, and I appreciate you being here. Really appreciate you listening. And any questions that you have, please comment, whether it's about awakening, whether it's about what just happened, because things are going to be unveiled and unleashed. Truths that may shock the world if you don't know already. We lived under the control of very, very evil people for our entire life. And they did things, very bad things. But it's important to know that truth so that this kind of shit never happens again. If we're here on this new earth, we are given a great responsibility to live the right way, to live within truth, to lead from the heart. This is God's new earth. This is our new earth because that's what we are. God in human form, 1444. As I said that, 444. I said to myself, show me a sign. Just as I said that, and here's a nice yellow jacket swarming around. So we have a lot to be excited about. All kinds of amazing, amazing things to be excited about. It's really awesome. So if you have any questions about awakening or, you know, what's gone, I'm gonna just move because he's getting too close for me now. If you have any questions about awakening and things you can do to help yourself during the spiritual awakening, I'm kind of like a pro because I went through one that was about 9 years and I exited on 7/11 and July 11th. And if you mirror that, that's a 17, right? 7/11, 1/17, 17. And 17 is the number for Q, 16, 17 on the clock right there. I have thousands of screenshots of 17s, in whether it's straight up number or 8, 9, that I've accumulated over the last several years. And I just felt like I should save them. But it was God that cleaned up this earth. It was God that just defeated Satan. It was us who did it. We are Q, I am Q, and you are too, if you're watching this video. And we are going through like the bottleneck ending part of this great awakening right now. We're about to go through it. And we're gonna birth something fucking amazing. And so I'm here to answer any questions to help guide you or give you a sense of security as this unfolds. I'm not really watching much on the world stage, but I know what's coming. I can feel it, you know? And so it may get kind of crazy. And that's I'm not trying to put any fear. It's just, it has to be this way because I really believe in my heart that for all of humanity to ascend, everyone has to be brought to their knees. And during a spiritual awakening, if you're going through it or you've gone through it, you know you are brought to your knees over and over and over and over again. It's part of the beauty of the process. Surrendering, letting go. Part of the illusion was that we needed to control everything. And the truth is that by letting go of the false illusion or the illusion that you need to control life, by letting go of that, then you actually do kind of control it. Funny how that works. Let go of control and you actually get control. Why? Because this quantum field is your universe. And you are the artist using your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs about yourself. Because you are everything all at once. And I am a mirror mirroring back to you information to help you as you ascend. So, You don't need control because you are God in human form. You are love. And you would never hurt yourself. And frankly, the pain can't really hurt you. You're like indestructible because your spirit that never dies, your energy is indestructible. It lives for forever through infinity from a time perspective. You're the most powerful thing in the world. That's what your true essence is. And for me to say that and to know that and embody that tells me that we are at the time of new beginning and an ending, which has already occurred. It's over. We are now at the new beginning. 55 on the clock there, 2055. And the reason I can confidently say that is that if, like, humanity was asleep and Q and this operation was designed to take out the evil that controlled the planet, while simultaneously awakening the Spirit of God within us. Because when we are awake and we are a cohesive unit, we can't be stopped. And these evil bastards knew that. That's why they did everything that they possibly could to hurt us at every single chance they got, or at every single turn you know what I'm trying to say. Get the point. And that rabbit hole goes really deep. Like, really deep. Not going to get into that now. But they knew that if we were to wake up, it was over. And that's why the motto, if you will, for Q, Hummingbird, right there, agrees. They knew that 22:44 on the clock, they knew that if we were to wake up, they would lose control of their matrix. And they have lost control. Which is why this new earth, this new world is being birthed as we speak. And the motto for Q, as I was saying, is nothing can stop what is coming. And through most of the last 5 years, I didn't really know what that meant exactly. My mind had a different perception of what that meant than what it really means. Nothing can stop what is coming, because what was coming was us. It was us the whole time. And we are at that point now where nothing can stop it, because what's coming is here now. And it's us together as one vibration, one love. Bob Marley said it best, one love. There is nothing but love. There was never anything but love. Just walking away from the generator. There never will be anything but love. And they knew that if we figured this out, it was over for them. And we figured it out. So if you're here and this is, resonating, congratulations. We did it. And I love you. And thanks for being on this journey with me. And Q also says the best is yet to come. Oh man, the best is yet to come. And it's starting now. How freaking exciting. And those birds agree. They never had a chance. 17. They never had a chance. And Q is 17, by the way, if you haven't figured that out. That's their number. Nothing can stop what is coming. The best is yet to come. 17, Q. We did it. So, it's about time to get this party started. Let's do it. See you on the next one. And by the way, please, if you have any questions about your awakening, if I can help you in any way, if you're going through anything difficult, it would be my honor to help you. Don't want anything for it. It's just I'm living my purpose, which is to help people wake up and find their true essence, which is God. That's what you are. Peace.